In this video, I'll take you out on a forest walk. We'll have a little chat about creativity and art as self-care, finding your true self and authentic expression. I'm going to paint with pine needles and food. I want to play, and I encourage you to do so too. Art is everywhere. In nature, we are all immersed in the most beautiful artwork, patterns, colors, textures, light and shadows. Just a few weeks ago we still had a lot of snow and the light was supernaturally magical. The glitters and sparkles were inviting me to play with the light and shadows. My whole journey of becoming who I am has been about light and shadows, of bringing my own shadows into light, of learning to express who I am at my core, feeling all my emotions, feeling all the energies in motion fully. We are taught to conform, to play by the rules and walk along a certain path in life. While I tried to walk this path, I really tried my best to fit in, and I eventually burnt out and got depressed. Many times in my 20s, 30s, until I learned my lesson. Burnout occurs when I'm not living my truth, when I'm not aligned with my true self. I become depressed when I suppress who I really am. Creativity and art has helped me express my true self by experimenting, playing like a little kid, being in the flow, fully present. Art and creativity has no rules, it all comes from within you. This is now one of my most valuable forms of self-care. I know it's not easy to arrive at this point, to give yourself permission to be creative, to create every day. We are taught early on at school to be productive, to not waste our time, to value the results more than the process. Perhaps the inner critic within is yelling, "I'm not talented, I'm not good enough, I can't draw, paint, write poems, dance, sing. If I can never be a true artist, then what is the use? I'm simply not good enough to continue the things I used to love as a little kid, drawing, painting, writing poems, singing, dancing." And that's one of the main reasons why I hid this curious, creative, wild and raw part of myself. And along the way, I lost myself and my unique expression. How to find your unique expression? One way is to pause and reflect on what you truly enjoyed as a child. Children, especially before their schooling begins, spend time doing what they love, playing, exploring the environment with all their senses. When no one tells you where you need to focus your attention to, you use your instincts, your inner compass, your heart to lead you towards the most interesting things. And as a child, when you focused your attention on these things and started playing, you most likely reached a pure, beautiful flow state. I loved to play in the forest as a kid. I created houses for forest fairies. I danced with the trees. I drew pictures on the ground with sticks. I made animals from pine cones, like in this photo. Play is a portal into creativity and art for the child and adult. A few years ago, I gave myself permission to play and create, just like I gave myself permission to slow down and rest when I got burnt out. I did not ask for the permission from anybody else. Society is not going to give you this permission. It is yours to give to yourself. You have to give it to yourself. One of the many things I love about art and creating is that I decide how deep I want to go with it. Sometimes I just want to play and flow in the moment, with all my senses open. But sometimes I want to dig deeper, reflect on my creative experience. Have a dialogue with the work I created. I can journal about it, write a poem, I can sing, hum, dance and shake in response to my artwork. Or I can be still and silent in nature if that is what I need. Here is my recommendation. You don't have to begin at the deep or dark end, reflecting on the artwork and process, digging your shadows. You can begin with joy and play. Give yourself permission to play and create just for fun, and I promise you, an incredible self-care journey begins. Thank you for being here, and see you next time.